Hello everyone, in this video we are going to have a lot of different stories and a lot of different news stories. Keep a critical mind as always. I will always try to put all the evidence and proof out there. If there isn't enough, then also you can search for yourself, but I will try to keep all those things out there for you guys. And as always, keep a critical mind and I hope you enjoy. Hex is, of course, a lot of people already know this by now. He didn't make it a secret. He made it very obvious who he was. And why am I talking about this guy again? Why am I talking about Hex? I'm talking about it because he's back. Let's hear his voice pack thing, whatever he did recently.
Was it all just a dream?
Oh god. So that's what he's doing. And he's saying down here, you all made father so happy and giddy. Thank you. Again. He still is feeding to the same thing he did when he was Hex Haywire from Nijisanji, and he's still feeding into the same parasocialism, feeding into the same fujo baiting, or whatever you want to call it. He's feeding into the same thing. He says, thank you, my love, or my hearts. Kittens, it looks like, or no, owls, okay. My heart owls, or black owls, or something. You made me happy. He goes down here, lots of love in August 1614. They're trying to take you away from me, only over my dead, but tears. He's just doing his thing. He's doing whatever it is that Hex Haywire wants to do, and that is fine in and of itself. Nothing too crazy there, except, you know, again, you're going to have people being extremely parasocial with you, buddy. You're going to have people that are going to break your boundaries again, and that is something that you said you didn't like before, so I don't know why he's going back and doing the same thing. We are talking about Nanashi Mumei, who is Hololive Productions, Hololive Council in EN. She recently was a part of Breaking Dimensions, and she did her concert there. She had fun there, as shown here. She said, I'll be streaming a game or General Zatsu when I can. Cheering chat will stay up as free chat as for now. I got really sick. Please wait for me. She says here, I thought it was just feeling bad after surgery, but it turns out I was ill. So the story goes, from what Mumei has said, and she said in her stream, I don't have the stream up because of course it's not up anymore, but from what she said on her stream, she recently had surgery and she, you know, was feeling ill. She went to her doctor. Her doctor's like, no, you're sick right now. You're actually sick. And then she's like, wait, I thought it was just surgery. You know, I thought I was feeling bad because of surgery. It's like, no, you're sick. So, and then they tested her. They found out she has ligma. Y'all know what ligma is. I can't say it on YouTube because YouTube is freaking weird. The way it does it every time I say that word, it demonetizes everything. So I have to say ligma. She has ligma. She's taking care of herself. She said that she's really, really, really stuffy. So she didn't want to actually speak. So she, you know, taking a break with chats and with streaming, because technically you can stream, but she also says that she can't smell. Everything smells like oatmeal, as in like not smelling like anything. That is one of the things that goes when you have the ligma. Your sense of smell and taste can go. So it looks like Mumei has the long version of ligma. Hopefully not long ligma. She said she doesn't want to have long ligma, but she might have it. So long ligma is basically when you have it for an extended period of time, it just doesn't go away. You have the lingering effects for years or however long afterwards. It doesn't go away 100%. So with that, she said she's going to be taking a break. She's going to just be relaxing. She's going to just do what she can. She says, I'm so congested I can't breathe through my nose or smell. And Iris is saying get well soon. Shiori, get well soon. Paco, other people are saying I hope they get well soon. In the one before, Calli was saying, Amataso says, whatever the reason, for now, just rest and get some rest. Other people were, you know, wishing her well. And here she says she can't stop napping. Of course, sleepy Mumei, because of the freaking fact that when you get sick like that, you are going to get very sleepy. So that is an update on Mumei's condition. We do know that Henya had it before. Henya is doing on with it now, actually. I mentioned it in yesterday's video about Henya. Just trying to give you guys all the updates on everybody that I can. It has been a year since, 1 year since Mysta graduated. Kind of curious to spark some discussion below in the replies. Do you agree with the statement that Mysta carried Luxium from day 1 to when he graduated? And of course, here's his graduation stream a year ago, part 1 and part 2. His presence and skills were definitely extremely beneficial to making Luxium more mainstream, so there's definitely some truth in that. I can't really write out what I'm trying to say, hope that makes sense. Yeah, he was able to reach the mainstream. He was able to reach the people who maybe normally would not have followed Luxium because of just his appeal. He wasn't appealing directly to the Fujos, he wasn't appealing directly to the women who wanted to date him, that type of thing, but he was appealing to the wide audience, which brought the wide audience to Luxium. To be honest, a lot of iconic Luxium's clips is either from him or it includes him in it. A year since he dodged a nuclear bomb. I mean, that kind of implies he knew what was happening. It's more like a year since he started getting his head out of his awful space. True, because he did have an awful space. He did. Mysta was very active on Twitter in his community. I remember the I don't wash rice meme that everyone had to comment on. That pushed him into the limelight. His constant research and creative ideas and interactions with the community, be it ladies or gentlemen, Luxium and other Niji members increased his popularity so very far. So in a way, he was one of the main pillars of Luxium. Yeah, in a way he was. Happy anniversary, Mysta. We're so glad you are where you are now. And that's why I want to stop it. I'm glad where he is now, because he's in a good place. An independent, if I'm not mistaken, was recently hospitalized after being hit by a car. This is serious stuff. She was hit by a freaking car. This is her, of course. She is, she's followed by quite a few people. And she has been posting, you know, stuff here on her booth, pics of fan box messages, other things here. She's been mentioning, you know, all the things she's been doing. Her little cute intros and outros and all these other versions. She's been doing a lot. She's been trying to get, you know, she's had a chibi model, things like that. But she's mentioned here, I've been hit by a car and have been hospitalized for a while. So I'm sorry I can't respond to any inquiries or do any work. I'm also sorry you're not good at writing. It looks like it'll be impossible to hold the limited broadcast at the end of the month. Record the ongoing project or hold the commemorative broadcast next month because of being hit by a car. This is the document of all the stuff. She was hit. Her post on August 22nd, and hospitalized for a while, the one that I read. Recording of the ongoing project commemorative distribution continues to tweet on her sub account, which is KHK second, where she goes into detail about the events. Been run over twice in a row for something I didn't do. Treated in extreme pain, and even now I can't sleep because I'm in so much pain. It seemed like it was intentional then. In this case, it might have been intentional. Hear about the hospitalization surgery as soon as possible. I report back, sorry about that. In a panic of fear, pain yesterday, but I woke up to my fainting sleep. And calm down a bit. I'm a snow leopard. Anyways, please forgive me for the messed up writing. Is in a hurry. I've been crying a lot for a long time in just a few words. I could hear I have multiple fractures. Too scared to hear the details, but I'll do my best. So they have a lot of fractures. Then it appears to have fractures in bones as a result of the incident, which is natural because it's a freaking 2,000-pound car. I'm sure today's discussion will give us a better idea of what to expect and the schedule will be like. I'll be contacting everyone tonight to let them know what's going to happen. Thank goodness my iPhone wasn't harmed. This phone was undamaged, so she was able to do all these things, of course. I was hit by a car but survived, and I was run over twice. I'm sure you're probably wondering, so I'll give you a quick explanation. They're saying here, enter the parking lot to go shopping in a supermarket. You must enter the parking lot to enter the premises from a sidewalk. An old man returning from the supermarket drives his car towards Nene and hits her diagonally the first time. Stops the car with the tire on my feet and gets out. He cries and screams for them to move, and while then finally they move it because she's in pain. She has her foot under the tire. After getting out of the car once more, the old man gets in the car again and charges at the fallen Nene second time. Said that he tried to move the car far away, but he panicked and mistook the accelerator for the reverse. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I don't know how people can be that. He kept shouting. After that, people around called me the police and an ambulance. The old man who shouldn't be driving, pretty much an old man who shouldn't be driving, hit her twice. Nene explains that she was hit, seemingly by accident, by an elderly man when she was going to the supermarket. So I managed to be safe because I was hit by a speeding car. It's scary. Going to be posting nothing but sad posts right now. Picked a fan box, wrote a story about the current situation, the future in a hurry. Please read it if you have time. And the post here. And she said, you know, saying that she's not going to be able to do her activities because of work. Told them I have an open fracture because the left leg had been shaved off. No fracture, no fractures can miraculously be treated. So no open fractures, more like just regular fractures, which are still painful, very painful, and need to be treated with surgery. Skin part of my left leg is completely gone, so she got skinned. Current discharge plan will be in the hospital when you are now 21 days. So 21 days in the hospital and more stuff like that. And she's going to be responding to the messages as much as she can. She's going to be using the Pixie Fanbox money to help with her treatment, that type of stuff. So, of course, support Nene when you can. And, of course, it is this Nene, Kohaku Nene, who is, you know, this one right here. Hopefully recovering soon and being happy again. Nanashi Inc. or 774 Inc. Konan MIa, who is scheduled to graduate on August 31st, has withdrawn her intentions of retiring. I wonder why. I have absolutely no clue why she would do this. I have no clue why anyone would ungraduate. I see a couple of JP posts saying this is the first time they've seen this kind of development after graduation announcement. And while I can't say for certain it's the actual first or not, most certainly a very rare occurrence. It is a very, very rare occurrence. In my times of covering VTubers, and my times of being in the VTuber community, I've never seen a person ungraduate. I've never seen a person be like, sorry, I made a mistake. I've usually seen them be like, I'm taking a long hiatus, I'm taking a break, and then coming back from their break. But ungraduating, that is like really different for it to happen. And of course, this is the person that we are talking about. This one here, her, Konan MIa here, the one on the very far right. That is her. She's part of 774 Inc. As you know, I think they have Animale there as well. They used to have Animare, I think it was called, where it was animal-based VTubers, and now they just popped into 774 Inc. Correct me if I'm wrong, of course, in the comments. Here is the notice regarding our talent, Konan MIa. And we're going back to her thing here saying, very sorry for the inconvenience. I was scheduled to graduate from Nanashinku on August 31st, but I have withdrawn my plans. Starting today at 7 p.m., I will explain the details here. She explained her full details, but here is her ungraduation notice, pretty much. Announcement regarding the talent. Thank you very much for your continued support in Nanashink. We have previously announced that our talent, Konan MIa, or Konan MIa as they say here, will be graduating from Nanashi Inc. at the end of August. However, we are now announcing that she will be retracting her planned graduation at the end of August 2024 and will continue her activities from September 1st onwards. From her personal experience since her graduation announcement last month, she has been working towards her graduation at the end of August. Through the warm support and encouragement from viewers who supported her and through her interactions with her fellow Nanashinki members, she has once again felt a strong desire to continue her VTuber activities with Nanashi Inc. And based on this feeling, she has officially requested to withdraw her decision to graduate after confirming her intentions and discussing with them as well. We have respected her feelings and accepted her request. I would like to apologize to everyone who supports Konan MIa and Nanashinku for the confusion and concern I have caused. I would like to apologize for having to retract the announcement I made. This is Konan MIa saying it. For making the change just before my planned graduation date. We intend to work more energetically than ever after September 2024. This is again that talent saying it. We would appreciate your continued support. Once again, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to all the fans who supported and encouraged Konan MIa. We would ask that you refrain from contacting our affiliated talents regarding this matter, so don't go contacting people, of course. That's just a general rule. We would like to thank you for your continued support and patronage of MIa and our affiliated talents. And of course, people are like, what the heck? This is weird. No way is this real. I'm so glad. I can only wish for good things of 774 member. Honestly, I saw the post from the agency's account first prior to the announcement. When I saw our memo with her name and the kanji for graduation on the top before reading the whole thing, I feared for the worst and thought the drama happened and made them accelerate her graduation to today instead of the 31st, so I'm glad it was the opposite. Yeah, good thing for members of her fan base. They are not having to have something negative happen. We have a situation happening with Mori Calliope and perms. This is a problem that is deeper than I could ever know, because in Japan, just giving you guys a little bit of background, in Japan, there isn't the fair use doctrine like we have over here. Over here, I can play any game and put it on my channel, and I, by law, can do that as long as I put commentary and I'm not just, faceless and not saying anything and not, just having the gameplay play itself. That is not fair use. If I talk about a game like I'm having conversations either with you guys or adding something, transforming the content, it has to be transformative. You transform the content from what it was in its original state to where it's not its original state, and it is easily distinguished. People can easily tell, okay, this is the original, and this is, in my case, Salvi's or Mori's, Calli's stuff on there. But in Japan, they don't have that. They don't have that protection. So companies like hololive have to get perms specifically from the game makers in order to be able to play their game. Because Capcom, I think a while back, Capcom was having an issue with hololive itself, where they ended up having Okami Mio pretty much almost gets removed from YouTube for getting 2 copyright strikes within each other for playing a Capcom-based game. So after that, they ended up getting perms from Capcom, perms from all these agencies in order to make it work. Now, Calli is having an issue right now. The issue that Calli's having is, she says here, perms issue strikes again. I submitted everything well in advance, and they still want me to cancel Darksouls 3 tomorrow. I don't really know what to say at this point. Sorry if it can't happen. It was all I wanted to do when I came home from the concert we worked out so hard on. just play Dark Souls 3 with you guys. But we'll find something to do either way. Sorry for the confusing schedule. This is just weird because if the perms were there before, why were they taken away? What is going on? Was the people behind Dark Souls 3 pressured? I don't think they would be, because like they've been able to play Elden Ring. FromSoft has allowed them to play Elden Ring. FromSoft is a Japanese company, if I'm not mistaken. They're allowed to play Elden Ring. They allowed them to play other things. Why not Dark Souls 3? I don't know if it's something with FromSoft or if it's something from within hololive. Either way, hololive needs to get their act together if they are saying yes and then they're saying no. Either Bamco or FromSoft rejected Cover's application to stream their game. Simple as that. However, the NDF will always spin anything to make Cover look bad or worse than Niji. It's not bad or worse. Like I said, there is no fair use, unfortunately, in Japan. So the perms are what's definitely required. I would say Bandai Namco is probably more to blame, because FromSoft has allowed them to play Elden Ring and other Dark Souls games. So it's really weird that they wouldn't let them play Dark Souls 3. Maybe some internal politics happening at Bandai Namco, or someone, pressured them. It could be pressure. Like is being mentioned, it could be pressure. Probably from Bamco as a publisher. FromSoft, actually, it's not that hard to ask permission to play their games. Bamco just shut down their highly anticipated game Blue Protocol. Maybe their staff and higher-ups are holding an urgent meeting right now to discuss that. With so much money being poured into development of Blue Protocol game, that might be what's just happening right now. Yeah, there might be some internal politics happening at Bandai Namco. That's what I'm thinking. Bint, per usual, trying to frame it as cover issue, when the issue is FromSoft or Bandai just being pissy and perms as usual. It's finally reciprocate, yeah. And Binted always trying to be dumb. But I really don't care what Binted has to say. I just care that, Calli kind of felt bad about the situation. It's out of their control, honestly. Trying to pretend the evidence they're just as bad, which is kind of self-report, since they also came regularly. The company wasn't at fault, and now just submitting because it's convenient. Yeah, it's not. In this case, it's probably not anything to do with hololive, to be honest with you. hololive cover, like I said, because of what happened to Okami Mio, almost getting a channel removed because Capcom went copyright heavy, and copyright struck her channel twice for playing a game. Twice, almost 3 times. And because of that, they're being very careful, and this makes sense. A short, good news segment for hololive's Calliope, Mori. She made the Billboard Artist 100. That's the, in general, Artist 100, because you can see Gunna there, Tyler Childers, Bryson Tyler, 21 Savage, etc. Her new album specifically managed to get as high as number 4 in the world. Exactly a year ago, she had another album hitting number 25. Interesting that Billboard puts Calli in international. That's because she sings Japanese at times, or her label is Japanese, probably because her label is Japanese. Number 4 is really the best number overall. She says it here. Got world albums, number 4. Phantomime. Close to Muse, and Gloss Ate mini album EP by Stray Kids. So yeah, she's really, really up there. She's really up there among the greats, among the goats. Yes, F, that's insane. Big ups to Calli. She deserves the world. An album from the Reaper, hitting number 4 and staying there. Some kind of meta S I didn't think was possible. Damn, she's above Sir Savage at 21st. So yeah, she's doing a lot of wonderful things. And even though, we had the perm issue recently, we also are having good things for her, and she's having a good time. Here we have Doki bringing the meme culture here. She's saying she's a Honda main. Hondas aren't bad, but I think she's memeing us. She's memeing us. We really know that she is she's a Zangief main. We know she's a Zangief main. We know she's been a Zangief main forever. I'm just kidding. I don't even know what kind of main she is, but yeah, she's bringing on the meme heat with this one. EvilToaster, the person that I made a full video on a couple days back, is back in the news a little bit with Sierra saying, credible people, considering multiple people came out about you, yeah, I'd say it's credible. But keep streaming and avoiding all of this. It makes you look real good. This got sent to me on a day off. I'm infuriated, so angry, I'm so mad. Brother, EvilToaster is generally weird as heck. And here's what people have to say about it. Here's what's going.
There's developing stories on the internet out there from very credible individuals that I am actually the worst person to be conceived out of the human race. Because I thought because I told Twitch that this would be a good idea.
No. Oh my god, he is trying to move the goalpost. He is absolutely trying to move the goalpost here. He is not, we people who have criticized him are not criticizing him right now because of the situation. It is, when it comes to that specific situation, what he was criticized for was the way he reacted to people not liking it, to people thinking it was an invasion of privacy. It was an invasion of, normal streaming norms, which is usually, hey, get in contact with me if you want to have a collab, not knock on my door and interrupt me while I'm streaming. On that part, that's what people didn't like. And they didn't like the fact that he was so aggressively against people who were against that, saying that they have problems, that they aren't, working to better their brand, blah, blah, blah. And the second part, the main part that people are angry at you for right now and are thinking you're just weird, is the whole way that you interact with people in DMs. The whole entire way you interact with people in DMs. You try to psychoanalyze them a lot. You push intimacy when they don't want intimacy, when they have to mention a lot of times they don't want intimacy, you still try to push it, things like that. And that's what I criticized you for in the past. That's what a lot of people criticize you for. And no, we don't see you as the worst existence in the planet. There are more important things to fight against and go against than someone who is self-important. But yeah, try to move the goalposts and see how that'll go for you. No, it's just, you're just acting out, trying to make yourself into the victim as well. It says, I've tried to give time for them to formulate a response because I didn't expect an apology, but I realize now that this individual believes nothing can be wrong about him. Wake up, I'll come out and say it. You do not deserve Twitch Ambassador at this point. You do even deserve a platform at all. I'm sickened. And over here it says, you want to keep things in DMs, you want to keep it to stay private, the same way you use private avenues to manipulate and pressure people. We aren't dumb. You're running because you know the only thing you can do is blame it on anything but your own misguided worldviews. Also, why are you making some poor person stream about you and about the drama? Get a life. Exactly. This is why a lot of people don't like the knock raid thing, the knock collab situation, because you don't even get the chance to see if you mesh well. You don't even get the chance to see if you will have a good experience with the person, if you set ground rules for the person, that type of stuff. Usually these things are talked about in private, going back to the knock thing, the collab knock. Usually all these things are said in private. Okay, we won't talk about this, we won't talk about that. We're gonna make sure to stay, cordial, etc., etc., etc. But that doesn't happen. And also, like I said, you're just moving the goalposts, and that is inappropriate. Welcome back, everybody, to the wonderful Vtuber Showcase, where I like giving back to the Vtuber community that's given so much to me. What I mean by that is I do showcase VTubers big and small, medium and small usually, and try to get them a little more eyes on them and introduce every single person who watches my videos into these different VTubers that pop out here. Hopefully, getting a view or two extra is always helpful for small VTubers. So today we're looking at A4 Love Letter, who is a Cupid plus cow VTuber. It's a VTuber artist, and they have their schedule here, doing doodle requests. They're just doing some doodling on the stream just to get practice. Some artists do that. They're currently doodling on stream right now. The doodles look very nice. Of course, VTuber artists are incredibly talented, which is something that I am not gonna lie, I'm a little jelly of the people who are that talented, but they put in a lot of work, so that makes sense. Gonna look at the about section. Welcome. Cupid plus cow AI Shindo is here. I'm an artist plus party game VTuber. Feel free to chat and stick around while I try to get my life sorted out. Let's take a look at some of their previous things here. They got called out on stream and 4K.
Jeez, rest in peace. Girl, you need to sleep. If I don't pass out first, it's okay. If you pass out during the ads.
Bitch, I know you're not fucking. It is 6
Oh my god. What did she just say?
During the ads.
Bitch, I know you're not fucking. It is 6
Oh my god. I couldn't hear it, but yeah, she was kind of silent. They're giving him S. They're giving him stuff. They're getting him messed up. So yeah, thank you so much for being a part of this VTuber showcase, my VTuber showcase for today. I do appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate A4 Love Letter for allowing me to do this and allowing me to make her part of the showcase. And of course, as said before, you check them out on Twitter, on their Discord, on all those places. I will have all of those linked down below. And I do hope this helps you in your VTuber journey. Thank you so much for watching. That is all the news that we have for today. Please let me know down below if you want to know any more news or if you have any comments regarding anything that you saw here, which I will try my best to respond to. I love seeing your comments down below. Of course, as well, like and subscribe to the channel. That will give you more information every single day. I do 2 videos a day, so hopefully you enjoy.